What up? It's Wall Street back again. And I want to talk about Zion Williamson because a lot of people are saying that he might get traded. And I don't really know who's trying to trade for a guy who barely plays. But nonetheless, some people are always trying to figure out how to get rich. Wink, wink. So what I'm saying is Zion is very unpredictable right now. So who knows? Maybe he comes back from this latest injury and never misses another game. It's a highly unlikely scenario, but it's possible. So some teams are probably thinking, maybe he's making progress with his injuries. Maybe he's, really going to actually be in shape and be able to be on the court for us in the future. And if we trade for him right now, we'll probably get him for a lot cheaper than what we would if, we wait a little bit longer and he comes back and he starts playing and he's playing well, right? This would be your chance to really make that trade happen. And Zion's under contract for at least another 4 years. I believe including this one, he's under contract until 2028. Where in the final year of his deal, he's going to be paid a whopping $44.8 million. So if this guy's not playing, that's going to be a problem. But he's a two-time All-Star. He's only 24 years old, and he hasn't played a game since November. Only played 6 games so far this season. But if someone's going to trade for him, I think the only spot where a trade works here is if he's going to a storied and success-proven franchise, because it doesn't seem like the Pelicans know what the they're doing, and it just doesn't seem like a good franchise right now. Just to be honest, from a fan's perspective, and Dyson Daniels saying that they're cursed and all this, it does not sound good. And I don't think, his problem's going to be solved if he goes to, let's say the Clippers, right? They clearly don't know how to handle Kawhi Leonard and his injuries and all that, and they didn't know how to handle it with Paul George and Russell Westbrook there. So, I don't think he should go there. I think he needs to go somewhere like the Lakers or the Celtics, or, I think the Heat would be the most realistic and probably the best option for him. I would even say the Spurs, right? But I would prefer him, if he's going to get traded to the Spurs, Greg Popovich has got to come back, but get well soon, Pop. Hoping that, this isn't the end of Pop. He's been going through some medical things, and, I'm praying for him. Miss seeing you on the court, Pop. You're my guy. But so I think he really needs to go to a organization where they're going to hold him accountable, and they're going to make sure that he is constantly training, staying in shape, doing what he has to do, because if this type of, pattern continues, he's probably not going to be in the league that long, right? He's a number 1 overall pick. He's probably going to be able to find a spot, but he's not going to have a long, illustrious NBA career like we all thought he was going to, when he got drafted. But that can be the case if he goes to the right spot, has a change of scenery, is held accountable, kind of starts new. I think that would be the best thing for him. And, I really do like the Miami Heat option. I don't know who you trade, but obviously there's been a lot of rumors about trading Jimmy Butler. I think the money would kind of match up. And if New Orleans can get some picks out of it, I would do that if I'm New Orleans, right? You're already probably headed for, a top 5 pick this year. So is right now the time to kind of start over? Or do you wait until Zion comes back, maybe boost his trade value a little bit more? I don't know, right? I think it's honestly kind of unlikely that he gets traded because, again, the injury risk is so high. And it's, at this point, it's almost similar to Greg Oden, right? Greg Oden was definitely held out a lot more than Zion was, but man, I hope it doesn't turn into a Greg Oden situation with Zion Williamson, because that would just be bad. It would just be bad for the NBA. A lot of people like this guy, like his game, and he's very exciting to watch. And we just haven't been able to really see it because he's just been hurt all the time. So I do hope things, kind of get sorted out. I do think he would benefit a lot from a change of scenery and a team where they're going to hold you accountable. Like the Miami Heat, I think that would be the best thing. He can't go to like the Hornets. It's just, he's got to go somewhere where there's maturity, there's front office and coaching staff that's been in place for a while and knows what to do, knows how to run the system so that it reflects their culture, things like that. And the Heat or the Celtics, I mean, I said the Lakers earlier, but like I don't even know if the Lakers would make sense. I think the Heat or the Celtics, and like, are the Celtics really going to make a move to trade for Zion Williamson? Like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe that's the move that puts them over the top, when they go against the Cavs. That seems like it's an inevitable Eastern Conference Finals at this point. And honestly, the Cavs might have the edge. Cavs have been looking just impeccable. Donovan Mitchell, should be MVP. But we'll see what happens when the season comes to a close. But, I just think Zion needs new digs, right? Like, he's just got to be somewhere different. He's got to start over and, take this career really seriously, because sure, you made it to your second contract, you're making a lot of money, but you can make a whole lot more money if you just figure out how to stay on the court and just do what he does, right? He's a 6'6" power forward or center, basically. I've never seen a guy who's 6'6" be able to shoot like 70% from the field in games consistently, right? He's just that good, and he's very efficient and effective. And I want to see him on the court more. So I think it'd be cool to see him in Miami, see him in Boston, see him just somewhere else. New Orleans is just not, they just haven't been entertaining. They haven't been a good team to watch. And even when he has played, it seems like, it's the same negative feedback loop where he plays for a couple games, it's great, and then he just goes back down to being hurt for weeks at a time. So get him out of there. Get him out of the bayou, please. We gotta get him out of there so he can really shine and do what he has to do. So, but let me know what you guys think. Please leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. Do you think he's going to get traded? Do you think he can get traded? Do you think a team will take a chance on, the injury-plagued Zion Williamson? Love to hear your thoughts. As always, please give this video a like. If you enjoyed it, I would greatly appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe, handle business, watch some hoops. You feel me? Peace.